This is the video review for Men in Black 3, Agent J with roleplay weapon Neuralizer from the Cosmic Quick Shift line. And this thing's pretty interesting. What it is it's a Neuralizer that turns into a flying scooter majig bob for Agent J, and yeah, it's interesting. I'm not going to say that this design for the what the Neuralizer turns into is bad, because it does kind of seem like the kind of thing that the kind of technology they may have in the movie, and especially if you saw the old cartoon in the 1990s, that's kind of stuff they had all the time. In fact, I remember there was a scene where he had like a backpack that turned into a scooter like this, so I'm not going to say that I dislike this design. I think it's very fitting of the Men in Black absurdity theme it has going on. But I will say that this overall package is not very impressive. Now let's start off by looking at Agent J. He can grab onto these little handlebars, and there are little pegs right here that he can stand on. It looks pretty close to Will Smith. Maybe a little bit pudgier, but not bad. The head can look left, right, a little bit up and down. Arms go around 360. They go in and out, bend 90 degrees at the elbow. No bicep swivel, but he does have a nice wrist swivel. No waist swivel. Legs go forward, back, bend at the knee, and go out. He has a little bit of thigh swivel just because he has a ball joint there, and it allows a little bit of that side-to-side movement. But otherwise, he is only decently articulated, and because he doesn't have ankle articulation, he can have some trouble standing in whatever more dynamic poses you can manage to get him in. Why Hasbro hasn't figured out that humanoid action figures like these need ankle articulation yet, I don't know. Now, one thing I do like about this guy is how much effort they put into making the suit work on him. Well, while it does end up making him look a little bit pudgy, for the most part, it does look quite nice, and it doesn't interfere with the articulation very much. Yeah, you do have to press it away from the leg, but it bends away fairly easily. The only flaw to it is you can see a little bit of his undershirt showing through the seam right here. So I am impressed with that. He also comes with this little weapon right here, and this is fairly nice. I like the detail on it. It's a little bit mushy, but overall it's quite nice. Now, it is a rubbery weapon, which I prefer if it were just solid, but it's not too rubbery that it will be just bent one morning from sitting the wrong way. It holds its shape pretty well. And he holds it very well too, because he has a very nicely defined grip here. And yeah, I think that looks quite nice. I do like that gun. So the Agent J figure, it's not horrible. I wish it could do a bit more as far as articulation is concerned, but considering that these guys aren't really superheroes or Transformers of that kind, I'm not too miffed that he can't perform the most acrobatic poses in all the world. He's okay. Now for the Neuralizer. This thing is pretty okay, kind of interesting. It's in the flying scooter mode right now. Transform it, fold these supports down, fold this down, fold this down, squeeze these together, fold the handlebars in, fold this down, down, and down. It is a fairly fun transformation, but the overall Neuralizer, as far as its role as a roleplay weapon being a Neuralizer, I think does suffer from it. And I do wish that this thing had some silver paint. I think silver paint would make this perfect. And I do like how it has this clip so you can just put it into your shirt. That really adds to the roleplay element of it. Now, as far as how the Neuralyzer gimmick of this has been damaged, this thing that goes up and down, it's very loose. And I wish there were just like a button you could push out here that would make it pop up. And when it goes all the way up, you can't just press on it very easily. You have to support it, so it's kind of flimsy. And I do like this sticker on the back where you can set the minutes, hours, and weeks to erase from someone. And it's okay. I just wish it was a bit more like it was in the first movie. I never saw the second, but I wish it were a little bit more like that. That would make this thing really nice. If it were just a good Neuralizer, this thing would be a lot better. So, do I recommend this set? It's okay. I like the Agent K with a noisy cricket weapon a bit better, and that'll be my next review. I reviewed some Men in Black. I will be reviewing some more Men in Black figures. I reviewed some Across figures, Transformers figures, Marvel figures. If you like any of that stuff, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.